Hickok 45 here. I'm an emissary on a special mission. Yes, to sling some lead, do some bolts, do some pot smoke. Yeah, water release. Woo! Old paint. Yes. Now I'm empty, but guess what? I have another magazine. So y'all are just gonna have to wait. I'm gonna shoot some more. Oh, there's a gallon jug down there. Take care of him. Woo! 45 slugs. Well, that was only about 15, but they're caliber 45. So it's empty and the slide is back. Look at that bore. Yeah, that's a 45 caliber, isn't it? Yeah, but it's a big old fat bull barrel too. Full-length guide rod, which I hate. But anyway, it's a Springfield Emissary, and it hadn't been out all that long. I kind of liked the looks of it when I saw it at the NRA meeting, and we need to get one of those and try it out. Borrow one of those and shoot it. Yes, and decide what we think about it, and then let you know what we think about it. And yeah, that's the plan. And speaking of that, appreciate the support we get from Buds. Great outfit, great outfit. Been a supporter for over a decade now. Pretty cool. They're just basically a titan in our industry. And then Silencer Central, incredibly high quality company. They do one thing and they do it really, really well. Don't you love that? I love it when someone does something well and they focus on that as their primary project. And then also the Sonoran Desert Institute. You really want to check into that if you have any interest at all in the field, firearms, and learn to work on firearms and get certified. You can get degrees in technology, just in the industry or in smithing, these things. So check them out, sdi.edu. You'd be glad you did. Be glad you get a 45 sometime too if you've never fired one, speaking of that, whether it's a 1911 or not. This is what appealed to me a little bit about this. I picked one up there or handled it, and I thought, that's a nice little firearm. Locks in really, really tight, I guess you'd say. It's got this G10 grip. This is, and it's kind of a grenade pattern, here and here and everywhere. It might explode. There's so much grenade grip there. And I think it's VZ grips, the G10, which I generally like. These are a little thin, I have to say, but you might like them. In my hand, they feel just a little thin. But of course, you could replace them with thicker, panels if you wanted to. I brought my Dan Weston, Guardian out too. They're both kind of a commander configuration, 4 1/4 length slide barrel, and they're similar in so many ways. But I've grown to really like this, especially as if it's a carry gun, especially defensive firearm. Now I love to shoot the full 5-inch 1911s, but if you're going to carry one, it's just a really handy size, and it's not so much shorter that you have difficulty with recoil or handling it. In a 45, I don't think. Just not much difference really, and it's a nice shooter. This is a heavy. This thing weighs, I think, almost 40 ounces, so it's a chunk. It really is. Now it's got your red dot. It's got the night sight and the U notch, which you might or might not like. I'm not crazy about it, to tell you the truth. My Hellcat has that, which is fine. It's a very small defensive pistol, and I guess you'd say this is a defensive pistol. But in my shooting with this up to now, I've been able to hit better than I expected with that sight, even at distance. Now, I should not have said that, should I? That was a dumb thing to say, to actually tell you that I've been hitting pretty well with it. I won't be able to hit that paper target today now, so jinxed myself. But yeah, I was surprised, and just shooting around the other day and being able to pop things with it. Okay, maybe I'll quit bad-mouthing that sight, And I was noticing this firearm. It looks to me like it might fit in. I should have brought that out. Where's mine? Because I have a 1911 pancake holster. Well, they call them flapjack. Yeah, close. They call it a flapjack. Alabama holster does, and I like those little minimalist holsters. It's just really a nice holster. I like that. And I carry my Guardian in it occasionally, and I should have brought it out today. I don't know why I didn't. It's an outside the waistband Kydex holster. But anyway, we appreciate Alabama Holster for their support of the channel. I've been using their holsters for a long time, as you know. Pocket, belt, phone. Don't tell anybody, but I also use their purse holster. Okay, yeah. Appreciate the people that support us. I hope you support them. I'm gonna put a magazine in this and shoot it, okay? I know that was just some plain 230 grain ball. I will, oh yeah, we always want to be transparent, so you can look right through us, right? I had a couple of times, I'll say, when I was my first 2 or 3 shooting sessions with this, where, and I haven't shot it like 1,000 times or anything, but it didn't want to, it hung up just a little bit a couple of times. I had to force it on. Maybe it did on the Sunday morning video when I brought it out. Is that one posted, or is that one going to be, I forget if that one's up or deleted or not. But anyway, a couple of times it didn't want to fully go into battery. It wasn't a major hang up, it just needed some help. And I got the feeling it was very tight, really tight. I mentioned this to you before, I think. And it seems to have loosened up some. And we'll see how it does today. But I believe it really did seem like it just needed to be shot. Yeah, like me. Okay. No, yeah. What we got here? This is some range ammo from Underwood. Yeah, so we'll fire some of that. Okay. Yeah, this is the thing. It's got these are lightning grips, as I understand, just cuts, but it also gives you some friction up there. It's got nice cuts on it. If you get disabled and you just have one hand to rack the slide, you've got a rear sight there that'll enable you to do that. Put it on your belt, and got a few features like that. Oh, see, it's a little, oh, I had one in the chamber, sorry about that. Woo, man. Cowboy. You're always in the mood for a 45 slug, aren't you? Put some more of that range ammo through it. Let's just go on out. Let's see if we can pop Mr. Gong. All right. Okay. Let's try that buffalo. Yeah, got some big game. I'm going to try the red plate on the left. Got him. Okay. Oh, there you go. That's what it was doing. I don't know if that's going in or coming out. Is it? Is it? Which is it? Yeah, that was trying. That's what it was doing. Okay. I don't know. Here I go. The magazines. It's an old Wilson Combat. I don't know. The mags that came with it are made by Metgar. That's them right here. Okay, the first 2 I fired. Yeah, no, that's a Dan Wilson right there. That's one of them. Let's find the other one. That's is it in the gun? There it is. Okay, here's the 2 mags that came with it. So just so you know, we'll try again with some some of that ammo, and I'll use those mags. If a magazine I've had around, been shooting a lot over the last few years, hangs up, okay, it is what it is, but I never know 100% is my magazine spring getting a little weak for this 230 grain ball or not. So we'll test it, especially with the mags that came with it, because we know they're brand new. Came with the gun, and I understand they're made by Metgar, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it says that on them anywhere. It does say 45 ACP, but that's all I can find on it anywhere. Okay, so and I am not 100% sure which mags I was having issues with, I'll tell you the truth. These haven't had a lot of issues, but that exact thing has happened a couple of times. See, I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying to you. Okay, let's try these same ammo. All right. All right. Okay, we're good. Good little shooter, I have to say. It really locks in. I kind of like it. I'm a little hard to please. I'm pretty picky on 1911s. There are certain things I like and don't like. And this one's a bit of a minimalist, I guess you could say. You don't have an ambi safety on it, thumb safety. And I like the trigger, the feel of it. It's got a good trigger. I like the contour of it, the shape, the way the trigger works. It's a nice trigger, except it's made of plastic. You might not like that. And I wasn't sure I knew that, but I read that, so I'll assume it's plastic. It doesn't strike you as soon as you look at, oh no, a plastic trigger, but I think it is. The full-length guide rod I don't like. You have to use this little doodad or something like it. Put it in a little hole on the guide rod, you know, and it captures it, and you can release the slide and go through. I'm not going to do that. It's one of my least favorite things, a full-length guide rod in a 1911. You've heard me rant about that before, so I won't overdo it, but I generally will not own a 1911 if it has that, so it's just the way I am. It's not necessary. This firearm right here is not, I was going to shoot this too, is not a lesser firearm because it has a standard, you know, mainspring and all that. You know, my Ed Brown Cobra Carry, which is kind of this configuration. It's got your standard springs outfit. Doesn't have the full-length guide rod. So I'm not sure why some people do that. But anyway, it's annoying to me. So, like I said, I think I said $13.70 something MSRP. Okay, and weighs almost 40 ounces. Maybe it's the full size. It weighs 40 or more. I think this one's either 40 ounces or close to it. It's a bit of a chunk. It's a sweet shooter. It really is. There's something about it. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it is the fact that it's got some weight to it. But I just feel like I can shoot it well. You know, I don't know. For a gun that I just picked up, and it's a little different. Not one of my old favorites necessarily, but it just feels comfy. Like you can really pop with it. Oh, there we go. Ooh, let's smoke one of those pots down there. All right. That was plus P, I believe, in there. So yeah. So maybe it'll break in a little bit better. Let's see, let's try some holler points. These are Rafioki. Let's try some of those. I don't know that these are all that hot, but they're hollow. Oh yeah, I can tell a big difference. Not as much recoil. Yeah. Felt all right. Let's try. I think I have another mag of those. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting to shoot the target. Let's put a round there, see if we can avoid shooting the ballistol can or the Talon Grips a drink can there. There you go. That proves the accuracy right there. Let's go back over and hit the gong with a hollow point. Make sure it's expanded. Did I do the unpardonable again? I sure did. I won't belabor the point, but I shot that 3 times, right? And that's 2 right there, I guess. So if that were a shooting match, a USPSA match, you'd have to tell the range officer, I shot that, I hit that, that wasn't a miss. I didn't miss the whole target, because you either miss the entire target or you got a double. And so they do an overlay and everything to prove that you actually have a double there. But ironically, you don't want to shoot too well, right? So, but anyway, it's frustrating because if it's a situation like that, you could be coming up on a cardboard target, you know, and you're shooting from very close like that, so it's not likely you miss the entire target. But if it's an actual double and they can't find 2 hits, you know, you may get a miss out of that. Okay, I won't talk too much and shoot less. Okay, what else do you want to know? I think I give you the price and everything, making you aware of it. It's a 1911, so obviously I'm you know, interested in trying it out. I like 1911s. They're fun to shoot. You got all the stuff you need, nothing you don't. Nice beaver tail. Trigger's nice. You know, you know, I'm right-handed, so I'm fine with just the left side thumb safety. Nice trigger. It's a forged slide, a forged frame. Frame is stainless, but it's forged, and you got carbon steel slide, and it's forged. So, yep, you can kind of see what you got. If you want more specs, go to somebody smarter than I am, you know, or look at it. But it's a pretty nice gun, and like I say, this one is a little stiff. Now, that I noticed that before with the Dan Wesson mags. Those look like kind of the same mag, don't they? They might be. All right. So it's a little stiff. All right. Unless I'm limp wristed, and I don't think I am. Yeah. I kind of like those sights. Nice. Last shot. All right. Got a plate. So the Emissary from Springfield Armory. Biggest negative for me, again, is the full-length guide rod. It's a bit of a chunk, but I kind of like the gun. It's not bad, not bad. Bull barrel, and it might be a firearm that you would like. It's a bit of a minimalist piece because what are you missing? Nowhere to hang your toaster, right? And that's one reason I chose to take a look at this one, because I don't want to hang a toaster on it. So pretty nice looking gun. It's like a custom gun of some sort, doesn't it? And pretty good shooter, yeah. And other than a couple little hang-ups, you know, yeah, it's a fun gun. So it might be something you want to look at. And I don't know, look at some other videos and read what you can about it. I've not seen much on it. If other people are finding them needing a breaking in period or not, or whatever, I'm just not aware of that. So anyway, that's just our experience. Yep, for what it's worth. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.